Are you still using makeup colors that looked fantastic in your 40 seconds? Because if you are, those same shades might be actively making you look dull, tired, and completely washed out today.
Welcome to Ageless Elegance.
We are diving straight into the 8 most common makeup colors women over 60 should reconsider, and the flattering alternatives that will instantly bring warmth and radiance back to your face. Which one of these color mistakes are you guilty of? Let us know in the comments below, and please subscribe now so you don't miss any of our actionable elegance tips. Let's get started with number 1. Number 1, too light foundation. This is where many women make their first and most significant mistake. When we reach for a foundation that is too pale or has too much pink undertone, we instantly flatten our complexion. As we age, our natural pigmentation often softens, and the skin can lose some of its underlying warmth and contrast. This change means the cool, light shades that once worked perfectly are now jarring against the skin, contributing to a dull or sallow appearance and completely draining the natural vibrancy we want to keep. A foundation that is too light or overly cool-toned will sit on the surface, making the skin look chalky, artificial, and flat. This effect is compounded by the fact that light colors tend to highlight texture, drawing unwelcome attention to fine lines and wrinkles, rather than blurring them away. Instead of achieving that desired seamless second skin look, you often end up with a mask-like finish that emphasizes the very signs of aging you are trying to minimize. The goal is enhancement, not camouflage. The solution is simple. Look for a foundation that has a slightly warmer, more yellow, or truly neutral undertone, even if your skin appears cool when bare. A touch of golden or peach undertone will counteract any natural sallowness and restore that youthful dimension and glow. For the best result, switch from a heavy, high-coverage matte formula to a lightweight liquid or a breathable CC cream, which hydrates the skin and allows your natural radiance to shine through without settling into any creases. Number 2, dusty mauve blush. The second color culprit is one that has lingered in makeup bags for decades, the dusty muted mauve or taupe blush. While these shades were popular for subtle contouring or creating an ethereal coolness years ago, they now actively work against the mature complexion, often contributing to a washed-out or aged appearance instead of a healthy flush. When applied to skin that has lost some of its natural, youthful elasticity and density, these murky, cool tones look less like genuine color and more like a bruise or a shadow. The gray or brown base inherent in these dusty colors can instantly make your cheeks appear sallow, dirty, or even hollowed out, which is the exact opposite of what blush is intended to achieve. We need color that suggests vitality and health, warmth and circulation, not a lack of life. The trick is to abandon those cool, muddy tones and switch entirely to colors that are purely warm and uplifting. Reach for a peachy pink, a soft coral, or a warm rose shade. These colors instantly inject the essential element of life back into your face. Furthermore, swap your old powder blush for a cream or liquid formula. Cream formulas blend seamlessly into the skin, avoiding the dry, patchy look of powder and delivering a much more radiant, dewy, and therefore more elegant and youthful finish. Number 3. Icy blue and pale pastel eyeshadows. Moving to the eyes, the third group of colors to retire are icy blue and pale pastel eyeshadows. Many women hold on to these frosty shades because they were once fashionable or perhaps flattering decades ago, but they are now incredibly aging because they contrast too sharply with the softer tones of mature skin. Pastels, especially those with a high white base like baby blue, lavender, or mint green, are inherently chalky. When applied to the delicate skin of a mature eyelid, which often has texture, crepiness, or subtle discoloration, they settle immediately into fine lines. Instead of brightening the eye, they emphasize every imperfection, making the lid look dry, crinkly, and much older than it is. The high frost or chunky shimmer often present in these icy shades can also tragically reflect light in a way that highlights uneven skin texture rather than smoothing it. The most effective strategy for elegant eye makeup is to favor warmth and subtlety. Replace those harsh pastels with warm, neutral taupes, soft matte browns, or delicate, shimmering champagne and light gold shades. These warmer, softer colors define the eye area beautifully without drawing unwanted attention to the texture of the lid. If you must use a lighter shade for highlighting, ensure it is a soft matte or a refined satin finish, never that stark, chunky, icy shimmer. Number 4. Harsher black liquid eyeliner. The fourth color to reevaluate is standard black liquid eyeliner, especially when applied as a severe, heavy line. While a thick, inky black line may provide drama, on mature eyes, it often creates a stark, harsh boundary that ends up working against you. As the structure around our eyes softens and the eyelids become less smooth, a dense black line can look painted on and unforgiving. It instantly brings a severity to the face that cancels out softness. Furthermore, a solid black line, particularly on the upper lid, has a tendency to visually close off the eyes, making them appear smaller and emphasizing any drooping or hooded quality the lid might have developed. This intense color is too dramatic for the generally softer palette of an older woman's complexion and hair. The key to definition without severity is to swap that harsh liquid black for a softer alternative. Switch to a soft black, dark brown, or deep charcoal pencil or gel eyeliner. The most impactful technique is to use a smudging brush to soften the line immediately after application, creating a diffused, smoke-like definition right at the lash line. This technique frames the eyes subtly, lifts the gaze, and looks much more elegant and natural than any severe, flat black line ever could. Number 5. Silvery or white shimmer highlighter. Our fifth color to avoid is the bright, cool-toned highlighter, specifically those with a silvery or stark white shimmer. Highlighters are wonderful tools for adding a youthful glow, but choosing the wrong color and texture can instantly highlight texture rather than light. These very pale, icy highlighters work best on young, perfectly smooth skin. On mature skin, the bright, reflective particles often catch the light in a way that emphasizes the underlying texture, fine lines, or even large pores, instead of creating a seamless sheen. The stark white or silver tone is often too cool and artificial for the skin's natural warm undertones, leading to an unnatural, stripy appearance that looks less like healthy dewiness and more like a disco ball effect. To achieve that elegant, lit-from-within look, switch your silvery powder to a soft gold, warm champagne or pale peach highlighter, ideally in a cream or liquid formula. These warmer tones melt beautifully into the skin, mimicking natural moisture and warmth. Apply the product very sparingly and precisely to the highest point of the cheekbones and just above the brow bone, ensuring you blend thoroughly so that only a subtle, non-textural glow is visible. Number 6. Ashy gray or heavy black brow pencil. The sixth color that can drain your features is the overly dark, cool-toned brow product, specifically an ashy gray or a heavy black pencil. While filling in brows is essential for framing the face, using the wrong shade or technique can instantly make the face look severe and unnatural. If your hair color has softened to gray or white, using a true black or even a very deep ash gray pencil creates too much contrast. This stark line makes the brows appear heavy and painted on, which pulls focus and looks jarring against a lighter hairline. Moreover, harsh pencil lines settle easily and often look waxy or dry, creating an aged appearance rather than a clean, defined frame. The goal is to fill in sparse areas with a shade that mimics natural shadow, not to draw on a completely new, solid brow. The solution is to step away from the darkest colors and choose a softer alternative. Opt for a soft taupe, a light brown, or a warm blonde brow powder or pencil that is generally 1 or 2 shades lighter than your darkest hair color. Use small, feather-like strokes to build color gradually, focusing only on the sparse areas. Powders or tinted gels are often much more forgiving and easier to blend than a stiff pencil, giving a softer, more dimensional, and therefore more youthful finish. Number 7. Flat, pale nude lipsticks. Our 7th color mistake is flat, pale nude lipstick, especially those shades that closely match your skin tone or have a significant gray-beige base. The intention behind a pale nude is often to create a sophisticated, quiet look, but on mature lips, the result is frequently the opposite, completely washed out features. As we age, the border and natural color of the lips soften and fade, and the lips often lose volume. Applying a pale, flat nude essentially removes all definition and color from the area. This lack of contrast makes the lips appear thinner and can lend a sallow, almost sickly tone to the rest of the face. When the mouth loses its frame, the face lacks balance and vitality. Furthermore, flat matte nude formulas can emphasize dryness and fine lines around the mouth. To restore youthful fullness and life, avoid true beige or gray-based nudes entirely. Instead, look for nudes that have a rosy, peachy pink, or warm caramel undertone. These warmer tones mimic the natural color of the lips while adding essential brightness. Crucially, always pair your nude lipstick with a lip liner that is 1 shade darker than your chosen lipstick. The liner defines the border, prevents feathering into fine lines, and creates the illusion of volume, bringing balance back to the lower face. Number 8. Deep cool plum or maroon lipsticks. The final color on our list is the deep, highly pigmented lipstick shades, particularly those with a very cool blue-based plum or a severe maroon tone. While a bold lip can be stunning, these extremely deep, cool colors often create a too severe look on mature faces and require a level of precision that is difficult to maintain. These intense dark colors are unforgiving. Their stark contrast draws immediate and harsh attention to the mouth area, which can inadvertently emphasize fine lines and feathering around the lip perimeter. Furthermore, the blue undertones often found in deep plums can actually make teeth appear yellower, which is the last thing we want. A very dark lip tends to shrink the appearance of the mouth, giving a more pinched or severe look rather than a lush full one. Instead of abandoning deep color entirely, focus on depth with warmth. Switch those cool plums for medium berry, warm cranberry, or soft red shades. These colors provide elegance and saturation without the severity. For technique, opt for a softer finish, blot the color well after application, or use a lip stain to maintain pigment while avoiding the heavy, thick layer that bleeds easily. The goal is a rich color that brightens the face, not one that brings gloom or unwanted attention to texture. The previous 8 color corrections all point to one definitive principle that should guide every makeup choice for the mature woman, the Ageless Elegance Golden Rule. This rule dictates that your makeup color should never compete with your skin. Rather, it must add a natural flush of life and warmth to it. As skin texture and tone naturally soften and lighten with age, the vibrant contrast required for a youthful appearance must be carefully reintroduced. Choosing colors that are too pale, too cool, or too dense creates a jarring disconnect, resulting in that washed-out look we are trying to avoid. Instead, focus on incorporating soft, warm undertones, be it a peachy blush, a golden highlighter, or a rosy nude lipstick. A little bit of warmth goes a very long way in restoring essential dimension and vitality, ensuring every color choice contributes to a radiant, elegant, and ultimately timeless glow. Now that we've uncovered the 8 most common color mistakes that can silently steal your radiance from those chalky foundations and dusty mauves to the harsh black liners and severe cool plums, it's time to take control of your makeup. Routine. The ultimate lesson here is that as your skin tone naturally softens, your makeup palette must evolve with it. By actively replacing those washed out shades with colors focused on warmth, softness, and light reflecting textures, you instantly restore vitality, definition, and that beautiful, elegant glow that truly defines ageless beauty. We have successfully traded severity for subtlety and flatness for dimension. Remember that the right makeup is never about hiding your age, but about celebrating your beauty at every stage with confidence and the perfect, flattering colors. We want to know, which one of these 8 colors are you going to remove from your makeup bag today, and what warmer alternative are you planning to purchase first? Sharing your experiences and intentions helps this entire community learn and grow together. So please leave your comments and insights below. If you found this detailed guide helpful and inspiring, do us a huge favor and give this video a like. It's the fastest way to help other women over 60 discover these essential tips. And of course, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to Ageless Elegance so you never miss our advice on embracing beauty with wisdom and style. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.